Rugby, Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby.
Welcome to Grow Rugby on the Gifttime Rugby Network. My name is Gifttime, and I'm here to help you get a little bit closer to rugby. Now, if you guys weren't aware, the Women's Rugby Sevens World Series has descended upon Atlanta, Georgia this week. And if you didn't know that much more, the Women's Rugby World Series is an 18-team, 5-country international sevens tournament. These countries, including the U.S., are Dubai, China, the Netherlands, and Brazil. Now, the women's Eagles are looking to be able to make a major impact on the World Series this year. Coming off a strong 2013 campaign where they ended 4th place in the Women's Rugby World Series in its inaugural year and ending 3rd place in the Rugby World Cup Sevens, they're looking to be able to show what they can do in 2014. We had a chance to be able to talk with hooker and winger Victoria Folayan. Victoria has achieved 6 international caps in sevens rugby and 8 in 15s. Right now, she's currently tied for the most tries on the USA Eagles team in this tournament right now. So, without further ado, Victoria, I want to thank you for making it onto the show today. Starting right off, tell me, how's your stay in Atlanta been since you guys arrived?
Well, so far, when we did see the facilities, they were great facilities, and we've had no qualms about or issues about anything that's been here. So I would say that facility-wise, it's been amazingly great. And in the hotel, I mean, I think as athletes, we always want to know how's the food.
The number one.
It's been great. I know it's not really a big part of it, but it is a big part of it for us. So the food and the staff has been really awesome. So I would appreciate and love to come back here again, and then hopefully even just see some more of Atlanta in the future as well. Because it's a hub city. So, yeah.
Well, that definitely helps. Now that you guys will soon be starting this second leg of the series, what is it that you guys are looking to? What did you guys take from the Dubai Sevens tournament back in December?
So we in Dubai is definitely a learning experience because it's kind of our season opener, so to say, and we wanted to use that tournament as a space for us to create a platform to grow. And so that said, we kind of brought a young team with half of that team for the first half. And so it was great to give the opportunity for our younger players to get that experience. And we were also able to see just what the world stage looks like after the World Cup. So we definitely know that the game itself has gotten a lot better. Mm-hmm. With sevens, you already expect to have a lot of speedsters, but now it's kind of our slow speedsters too. Every single person's a speedster. And so we are more focusing on playing with a confidence in our attack that every single one of us can go, and every single one of us is going to be there in your support. And we're kind of playing this go, go, go game so that though the game is faster, we're going to be faster than everybody else.
No, that's excellent, and it makes perfect sense. With the Olympic qualifications that you guys have now been announced, going off of this World Series Sevens, how does it impact the way that you guys are looking at this tournament now, knowing what it actually means in terms of how it affects the qualifications for you guys to enter into the Olympics?
Yeah, so essentially the World Series started last year, so just the inaugural season was amazing because we were getting more support from all over, and it kind of came in a big flush and a big rush. And prior to, I had to pay for a lot of my trips to play rugby, and rugby was more of like extra thing that I did because I love to do it. And with the beginning of the World Series, and then of course with the Olympics coming through and the qualifications, it's still a great fun-loving game. There's definitely this aspect of professionalism and this extreme rate of competition that comes in. All I ever want to do is be in the top first. We want to come in first every time, no matter what. And that's all we're really thinking about. And so, I mean, with the World Cup that happened last year and we got third, I think that was a pretty good basis for us to all of our games, no matter when we're playing. We want to take home a cup that's shiny and beautiful, and we want to take home medals that are preferably gold.
And I can I can definitely understand. Final question: as this sport continues to grow, and especially within the women's rugby aspect, as a highly intelligent Stanford graduate who has excelled in both academics as well as athletics, what do you feel is one of the better points, or at least how would you refute the notion that rugby is not a thinking sport, or at least that rugby is just a ruffian bashing sport?
Great question. And undoubtedly, there's a lot of thinking. I think the best way for me to refute it is to kind of give my own personal experience. And I remember when I first started playing rugby, I was out on the wing, and the wing position, honestly, they told me just catch the ball and run. So as a fast person, I caught the ball and I ran. And that worked out just fine. But then I ended up was quite different, and I wasn't allowed to just tackle everything and anything. And I found out about the laws, and there are so many laws that can be interpreted in many different ways for the refs. And so you have to know not only the laws of the game, but you also have to start thinking about when you're about to tackle where that person is going to be landing and how you could potentially get the poach. And you also have to think about an attack, the many different options that you could have prior to attack to essentially outsmart the defense. And so I love the idea of constantly anticipating others' moves and trying to figure out what your move's going to be next and what your teammates' moves are going to be. And that's kind of the premise, in my opinion, to rugby attack. And then additionally, in one exact moment, there are numerous ways to essentially create a hole and be a playmaker, or become a crasher, or kick the ball, or do a forward pass with kick. Like, there's just many different things. That reason, and others, of course, is why I love rugby. I could go on to the more tactical things like the scrums and the lineouts and the kickoffs and the kickoff returns and the penalty moves and the 22 dropouts and so on and so on, but I could just keep it at that and say that there are a lot of choices to make. It's not just a physical game, it's also definitely a mental game.
I can't disagree with that at all. Well, Victoria, I wanted to thank you for coming on to the show today. Best of luck with you guys for this weekend. You know I'll be rooting for you guys. Team USA all the way. You guys make sure that you guys play hard, and we'll be looking out for you.
Thank you.
You can catch the Atlanta Sevens tournament live online at wsws.irb.com. The earliest matches will be starting at 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern Time. The Lady Eagles will be playing their first match at 1:06 Central Time, or 2:06 Eastern Time. This is all p.m. in the afternoon. So if you guys don't have anything to do on Saturday, or even if you do, you guys can look at it, watch the game, enjoy it. It's only 15 minutes apiece. You guys will love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. And remember to always grow rugby while living the rugbier life. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later.
Grow Rugby, Grow Rugby.